Kenyon, speaking of Draymond, you pulled up to the On the Rocks podcast recently. You were asked if you thought Draymond was, quote, one of those guys. You said no, and that he's calculated in who he goes after. Usually pick guys who are unwilling to fight back.
While we're here, I got a quick question for you. Because you always hear about players talk about those guys. So you hear like David West, or you hear about the Nays, you hear now it's like James Johnson. Like there's a couple of those names out there. From your opinion, who are those guys? Like that are really those guys? But your time and now.
Them Davis boys from Indiana.
Oh yeah.
Dale and Antonio
brothers.
Dale and Antonio Davis.
Yeah.
Grown ass.
Well, if we go there, I can say Oak and Mason too.
PJ Brown. Oak. There's certain guys that played hard. Zebo.
Okay, you haven't said a name that got a big
life.
name.
I'm talking about that was
Draymond on that list or nah?
Instigator.
That's no.
That's a different.
I think what Draymond does is sometimes calculated. Draymond ain't did nothing to nobody who's gonna do something to him, do something back to him.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
That's the list I'm talking about.
That's all. He ain't did nothing to nobody who's gonna do something back to him. And I said it on our show. Ain't nobody hit Draymond in his shit yet. Ain't nobody. He didn't one up for a layup, and ain't nobody took him out the air. Ain't nobody hit him. Ain't nobody stepped on his chest. Ain't nobody did anything that he's done to nobody.
Jeez.
So some people tried to interpret that as you saying that Draymond is a fake tough guy. So I wanted to get you here on this couch. Because I listened to the clip. You didn't say Draymond was a fake tough guy. You just said he's one of those guys.
Yeah, I was asked a specific question, and I didn't mention Draymond. It wasn't for one reason or another. I don't put him in the category with the guys that I named. That's all. And I've watched Draymond's career from the time he came in to now. And I think a lot of the things and the people who he has done things to has been calculated.
So it's a little disappointing to see the constant shots. But when you were the number one pick and effectively, underachieved, I guess that would be the reason why. To be the number one pick and make the All-Star game one time, most would say it's probably an underachievement. Be that I was the 35th pick and made the All-Star game 4 times. Defensive Player of the Year, Kenyon Martin was a defender, I think. Never quite reached the pinnacle of that when you talk Defensive Player of the Years, or 9 all-defensive teams that I had, that I have, and he has 0. It's tough to sit in a space of like continuing to speak on my name and call my name out as if I underachieved or am underachieving, to become one of the greatest players in the franchise history. It just happened to work out. You'd think there'd be more love from a guy who plays similar roles but underachieved a bit.
Blah, blah, blah. Jesus. Every time I dig a little deeper into this thing, I'll be like, God dang. Whoa. Now, first things first, and I'm not talking about the show on FS1. Y'all know what we all just heard and witnessed. The switcheroo. So Kenyon comes on our show and Blaze asks him a question, Barbara Walters style, back in your era, who were the tough guys? And then you can even take it up to present day, contemporaries, right? And gave him a great question, loaded him up. And then he answering, and I'm hearing all these names, and he keep going deeper and deeper in terms of not only are these are the guys that everybody knew were tough, but then he'll start going into names. I'm like, those players not as great as somebody who right now everyone says is tough. So let's say his name. I wasn't trying to instigate. I said Draymond. Like Draymond is wearing the crown right now for tough guy. No, or he at least is in the battle royale. And I'm like, you're not gonna say Draymond? I thought he was about to say, oh yeah, my bad. This is me. I'm thinking he's gonna say, oh yeah, my bad, and didn't explain it. But he said, no, I left him out on purpose. Please don't ever question my intelligence. He's stupid. And this is why. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And he's right. Because if you look at it, like, now, Draymond suffers from 2 things. One, Kenyon was actually right. Like, Draymond, you be picking the right people to fight. Like, I don't fight. But if I were to fight, you know who I'm going to fight? Somebody I know I could beat. And if I lose, it's a surprise to me first. I'm like, I lost to him, right? And then the second thing is, in this era, be careful if you're fighting. Now, it happened when I was growing up, but it's certainly happening now. Oh, what's up? Back. They ain't fighting. They don't dance no more, as they say. They ain't fighting. You pull your hands up, somebody gonna pull their damn shirt up, pull their waist up. What's up now, partner? So that's another reason I don't fight. This era is softer on purpose. Why do people get so mad? Dog, these kids are smarter. They don't work harder. These kids right now, they get their homework and stuff. It's about efficiency, not all out effort. Do your best, but guess what? I'm not giving you a mountain to climb every day. No. And that's what this era of sports is. It happens in the NFL. We are relaxing the rules. You can't destroy the quarterback anymore. You can't even touch him in the head. And everybody like, that ain't football. I'm like, yes, it is. You know why? It's still the game, and now they're safer. They can have longer careers. We can see that great player longer. He can have a post-career and still have his brain matter. And more importantly, it was unnecessary to try and kill somebody on one play. And they making way more money, 4X, since I retired. You get the same numbers I got. I know the player, Joey Bosa. He got 4X. His contract was 4 times bigger than mine, and he got his at the same time with the same numbers. Will you stop playing with me? This is better. But cats don't want to accept it because everybody want to be tough. That's the dumbest thing alive. Be smart. How about that? Can we change the paradigm? People, we ain't this tough. Were you calling me out? So then that's how it started. And then Draymond takes it to, I don't know where you went. Like, Kenyon was on a basketball court and you took it to a football field. He like, what? Do I change the ball? Or what are we doing here? You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. Are you guys using Vinia? Oh my God, what are you guys doing? Let's keep it real, family. Energy isn't about sugar or caffeine. Nah, none of that fake stuff. It's about blood flowing. When your circulation's strong, the oxygen, the nutrients, they hit your muscles, your brain and heart, and goes where it needs to go. What does that mean? More focus, more alert, and you are ready with more energy. So come on, go to Vinia.com/Marcellus. Use the discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Who's Marcellus? Me. You know your boy. 10-year NFL All-Pro baller. Had to go after it without Vinia, without this real product. Had to use that fake stuff, sugar and caffeine. Good thing is, it got me up there. Bad thing is, pow. Boy, would you crash sometimes in the middle of the game. So now, in the game of life, I have Vinia. You can too. So make sure you use Vinia in your daily routine. I don't care if you're a dad. I don't care if you're a coach or chauffeur like me. All the above. You need this to be more focused, more alert, and it helps you be on the go. So go to Vinia.com/Marcellus. Marcellus10 for the discount code. And you will get 10% off. That's Vinia.com/Marcellus. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. Yeah. Woo. Kenyon Martin. Draymond Green. Filet mignon, anyone? Some kind of beef. Ribeye, anybody? Yeah, the beef I started. I ain't mean to, but you know what? Yeah, I lit that match, sparked the flame. That's the truth of it. K-Mart, Draymond, boom, now the whole roof lit. Reggie in the corner, Kenyon got the proof, kid. I started the beef, and they both had to move with it. Hey, I was chilling, minding my business, dropping them bars. Then boom, Draymond, Kenyon. Now we raising scars. I ain't mean to start chaos, but the streets need drama. Sports world love beef like, you know, Benihana. I said one thing, then Kenyon said, bet I'ma ride. Draymond popped up like, hold up, I got pride. Now they bumping chest, talking I'm real, you fake. Man, I just laugh like, damn, look at it, what I create. Kenyon Martin, old school, mom raising with hands. Draymond talk tough, but only swings on his friends. Kenyon said, bruh, he picks the fight, safe as an app. And everybody clapped back, yeah, that's fact. Reggie in the booth wearing glasses like a professor, talking about Draymond and his selective aggressors. Look, Dre snaps on the weak, K-Mart. Oh no, Kenyon would have got him head to toe. So I'm sitting there like Thanos, fingers steepled and clever. I am inevitable. Started beef without effort. Sports fan wild and NBA Twitter on fire. And I'm just smiling like, yeah, that was all me, sire. Sorry. Dre fake tough. Dre said, my resume. And Kenyon's point exactly. What did he say? When you change the combo to ring stats and fame, that means you don't want hands. You want validation games. Guess what? Reggie Miller co-signed the whole hit. Said Kenyon's built different. Old era, no skit. Back when fights were real, podcast clips, nah. Elbows were weapons, not TikTok scripts. So I sparked it, stirred it, seasoned it in a pot. Dre and K-Mart cooking, stove burning hot. I didn't mean to start beef, but I do regret it. Nah, this content gold, boy, don't ever forget it. I let the match spark the flame, that's the truth of it. Now, y'all got proof of it.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.